Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. So it feels like I haven't done a video in a long time, so I'm going to run you through a little bit of an update, what is going on. This video is either going to be the start of a holiday, as we fly out to Marbella later today, so I'm very excited for that, or it might just be like day one of holiday. It's going to see how much sort of content I get over today and then the next couple of days. So yeah, we are 11 and 18 weeks out from show number 2 and 3 of the season. Weighed in a new prep low of 66.55 this morning, which I'm okay about on one sense. I was hoping not to see the 66s this year, but like I am definitely in better condition than I was in 2024. Therefore, body fat is lower. You can't really take into perspective the muscle tissue that's been added because it's quite clear it's there. But like, yeah, I suppose you want to be able to pack on mass and not go hit those lows. But that's the nature of natural bodybuilding, especially with men's physique. And like, it's a couple of times this week I've brought that up to like a couple of clients and just people I've been speaking to. Is like, the areas that I've been trying to bring up are smaller muscle groups, so like delts, arms, chest. Like my back was already pretty good, like frequency I haven't really, and then like legs as well haven't really been a massive priority. They've come up, they're stronger and they're bigger, but they've yeah, if I was like a bodybuilder trying to get bigger, you'd probably look for a couple of kilos in a 2-year off season, but it is what it is. Yeah, happy with the look this morning, and basically the goal is to just chill in Marbella, apart from obviously training and being on prep. When I say chill, some people are like, oh cool, you can like eat out and stuff. I'm like, no, chilling to me is like not having to do tons of cardio. I was still, obviously, for those that follow along my Instagram story, would have seen me prepping up all my vitamins and supplements and whatnot last night into like food bags. We get out there, land, pick up the hire car, and then basically I'll go straight over to Lidl, do a supermarket shop, everything I need, got my scales, got my salt, everything like that. And then training out of M13 gym, which is like a 6-minute drive from our Airbnb, which would be sound. Looking forward to that. And then yeah, basically take you through it. So I'll pop up some photos on the screen or videos of like this morning, just checking if I haven't already, so you can see that. And then yeah, the goal basically 4th of May is get on stage in an untested show, so GBO Exeter. This video may or may not go out before that, so yeah, good to test what obviously an untested federation, and see where we line up. And then also like have loads of friends, family, my mum and dad come to the show, which is very, very cool, which I'm really excited for. That was kind of the goal with doing an Exeter show, was purely just so people could see me on stage. And then we've got the main one, which is the Heart of England, which is where it all began 2 years ago, in Rugby, UK FBA, which is the one I'm going to be gunning for. I'd like to be on that podium. So yeah, this morning we are off to the gym. I'm pretty much just escaped the house. I've pretty much done my packing, or Abby's done it for me. Yeah, I'm in for pull, so delts and pull. Got a little in-person session with John first to do a little bit of posing, see how he's looking. He is running the next 2 shows with me alongside, obviously in Masters category. So he's doing 24th and 31st as well, which would be cool to have a client on the same day as me. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're gonna roll with. I'm in a new car as well, got a new car, which is very cool. Nice little upgrade. But the fucking tyre pressures keep going on the left-hand side, so that's fucking annoying. But hey ho, so yeah, I'll be in for pull. I'll try and get some of the session filmed and take you through it. Definitely look fresher. It's more detail through like your upper chest and stuff. Good. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Abs. Yeah, you look like you're well rested. It makes such a difference. Then go back to front shot. Exercise number 1. Yeah, I think he's first. Yeah, basically going through my pushing it up into the arms straight right now, rather than arms straight side. Okay, feels men. Okay, exercise number 2. So laterals, do like 1 high rep set to start, like a 15 to 20, just to get some blood in there, and then 2 heavy sets for like 8 to 12, which is quite nice. And then we've got a straight arm pull down, push down, whatever we call it, lat focus movement to start, back. So put these in, probably put these in about 6-7 weeks ago as a first movement, just to get everything fired up and activate the lats. Again, it takes nothing away from like my main pulls in this session. Just gives me a nice contraction and just gets me feeling the muscles, especially like being a bit flatter, being a bit leaner, where like sometimes the mind to muscle connection can go. So we've got 2 sets here. It's a nice smooth tempo, really stretch through the lats, and then we go into a T-bar. So yeah. I wonder why that's hard, and then I realised it's really heavy than me, so always throwing me around a little bit. Okay, exercise number 3, I'm not sure if the face auto detection is going to lose me, is T-bar row. So brought this in earlier in the session just because this is a big, quite demanding movement, and my lat work, single arm stuff I can get done after, again, has no effect. So this one being like the big span for your buck, if you like. Lats already nice and warm, but that just keeps me nice and stable now, focusing on the upper back a little bit more. I'm actually taking the load down quite a bit on this. I can move 4 plates quite easily, but like I don't feel it as much in my upper back, so I'm taking down the load, increasing the intensity by actually getting more out of the movement, better stretch, better squeeze, etc. So yeah, being smart, being sensible. It's key not to like over warm up on this as well. So do like a set of 5, which I've just done 2 plates. I'll literally do 1 here, and then I'll work out what I'll do in the top set, like a 5 or 7.5 added, and that'll be that. So top set will be. What's my smelling salts? It's just a bit annoying. Right, as I record this video, we've had the confirmation from Tom that fat loss is done. So that, and pull up through a little bit, bring down expansion out, hopefully have a chill time over the next few days in Marbella. And that'll fuel me through this session. Extra like 25 carb today, so nothing crazy, basically what we dropped from last week. So back to baseline 2-2. Yeah. Right, keep doing that to get towards the music. Exercise number 4. This is where you get to stage the session, you realise that I can count. Yeah, T-bar, decent, 2 sets, very happy with, good connection, good feel, good intensity. No stim today either, I actually slept really well last night, so didn't bother. I nearly gave up the sleep at 5 o'clock, and then I was like, actually, you know what, I went on my phone for a minute. I was like, nah, I'm going to try and go back to sleep. 6:15, wake up. So yeah, banking an extra hour has done me world of good. So yeah, exercise number 4 is single arm pull down. This get butchered so much, even though I've posted about it about 15 times. Try to explain it every single time. Drive your elbow down. Do not let it go back towards your body. Keep your chest high. Keep the arm out in front of you as well. That's a good tip, because if you keep the arm out in front of you, the lat is going to be engaged, and it's going to be harder to pull back towards the upper back. And then you pull back towards the upper back, and the elbow goes backwards instead of down. You're just incorporating loads of the upper back away from the lats. So lat focused movement, stay on it at all times. So rest between each arm as well. I see so many people go straight to the next set. So what you can do is actually, if people think it's going to take longer, they're like, oh, I don't have time. Because if you just break it down, so if you spend, rather than do both arms, take 2 minutes rest, if you do an arm, take a minute, do another arm, take another minute, and go back to that second arm or that first arm, that means you're actually just taking the same amount of time to do both sets, but you're actually allowing yourself to rest in between each arm. So you get better execution, more out of the set on each side, but not actually waste any more time. So, okay, exercise number 5. There we are really testing the counting skills. Is a seated row, lat focused, so chest stays in front of the hips the whole time, driving the elbows again down towards the hips as opposed to like back. Again, the minute that angle changes here, up and back, you can drive down, focus on squeezing in, and really feeling that lower lat as you come back in towards your pocket. You get a good amount of lats on this, trying to overextend, so a lot of them do that. They just lose that lat tension every single rep, so don't overextend, let the arms come away from the body. The minute they've done that, you've got that full stretch. Any more stretch you feel like you're feeling, it's just your ligaments, like you're not training and stretching the muscle anymore. So yeah, 2 sets in here. Yeah, session going all right so far, to be fair. Neutral grip, lat pull down. Literally just 1 set this, finish it back off. We've got decent volume through it. And then it's biceps. So yeah, you can hold in performance and grips you can actually still use on the mag, which helps so much. If you don't train, if you train pull without any form of grip or wraps, you're a fucking idiot, and you are missing out on a ton of strength and intensity. And don't tell me you're trying to get more like forearms. Yeah, it's bollocks. Just wear it, just train with them. There is no one I've ever met that's able to do the same weight without using wraps. So if you're going to lift more and grow more, even if you try and diet, you're going to burn more calories. The calorie demand for that session is going to go up massively, and therefore you'll achieve more fat loss. So I can't understand people that don't use them. Explain to me. Someone give me a good reason you can actually have a counter argument. Okay, back done to bicep curls now. Reach curl, 3 sets on here, and then like a stand away cables finish for 2 sets. So this one obviously really hard to get short, and then the other one is turning around, standing away from the cable. It drops off nicely as that resistance profile comes through the movement, and obviously with your strength curve like naturally dropping off as you fatigue the biceps, you're going to get lots of short range rinse that. The ability to get that muscle short on the second exercise isn't great. So it's better to have something that's heavy and lengthened and drops off nice and short. Hence the standing cable, which you'll see in exercise number 8. So that is the reason for that. I like to do all 3 of my sets at the moment on a single rep. I mean, if I get to 10, I get to 10, but like aiming for like 6 to 9 across the board, which just feels good. It means you can lift heavy. And like a lot of the time with like high rep sets, you're actually giving up from just burning out and blowing out your ass rather than actually the muscle being at failure in the way. So, and like lactic acid stuff. So training in lower rep ranges actually failure of the muscle as opposed to just your ability mentally or physically to keep going. Okay, final exercise of the session is a stand away cable curl. freezing a few weeks back, to be fair. Yeah, they feel mint. So as I mentioned before, like a preacher curl, like, it doesn't really drop off very much in the short, so it is quite hard to get all the way up. Obviously when you're fresh, first set exercise of biceps, that isn't too bad. As you go for later 3 sets, last set especially, drop the load a little bit, but that, like I said, that resistance profile is quite harsh the whole way. So for this one, like I say, just literally standing away from it as you curl up, as that cable gets higher to the body, it is going to drop off a little bit in terms of loads. So it's going to allow you to get that muscle short with a little bit less loading profile than it's going to be at the bottom. So really good mixture to get in, to be able to train the muscle through all ranges. A lot of people will go, oh, my biceps are toast, but they're not. You've still got a lot to get out of the stretch position, and this allows you to do that. Okay, very good session, and a little bit posing at the end. Yeah, I like I say, slept pretty well. No pre, 11 days out. Like yesterday as well, trained legs, did cardio, done shift, my final shift actually, which is very exciting. Yeah, weirdly feel okay at the moment, but like I said, my sleep definitely improved over the last couple of weeks, where like I'm not waking up as early, probably not even that long, like a few days, but makes a big difference. And the fact that, like, I know fat loss is done now, a little bit more food today, 1,000 less steps, which I'm just panicking about trying to get in, but literally gonna go home now, have post-workout meal and pack my third meal, and then potentially my fourth as well, because I'm just trying to work out timings and stuff. I don't want to get caught short somewhere, but I'm hoping the airport will be all right with me taking meals on the plane. But yeah, literally going to wrap up the video here, I think. I think the plan is, I've downloaded loads of stuff to watch on the plane. It's not that long a flight. However, Freddie's probably going to take over the iPad, let's be honest, because I need to keep him occupied, because he's a 1-year-old on a flight. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, I think, I'm going to wrap up the video here. So I'll say thank you for watching. If you've got any questions, as always, please just fire them my way, and what you want to see for next videos. And then I'll probably just do like a separate Marbella vlog together, training out of M13 gym, which I'm very excited about. And I'll just take you through like what prep looks like when you're on holiday, basically. So yeah, we've got another wedding as well, so I'll obviously have to plan everything like I did last weekend for the wedding, make sure my meals are sorted, make sure I train early in the morning, etc, etc. So yeah, it's all a case if you can get shit done, it just needs a bit more preparation and planning. So as always, peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one.